Welcome, lovely people. Today I am playing on my PlayStation. I am on the EU server, and we are going to check out the awesome, I say awesome like that because I'm trying to hype it up because I'm actually not sure that I'm going to be particularly impressed by the new summer event items. So, I have seen Multiverse's video. I did mostly listen, but I did look over on a couple of items, and I'm very excited about having a look at the braids. And I'm not excited about the material. Let's go and run the event. My character is in her pajamas. So she was in bed. You see bed. And this is her pajamas. It's basically what I wear to bed, kind of. It's cold at the moment, so more layers. And then in the hot weather, less layers. But, you know, I think it's called the Cape of the Renegade on her back. I thought it looked like a snuggly blanket that she could wrap around herself, so that's why that's there. So if people think it's weird, fair enough. But, you know, it's very pajama-y, and, like, the feathers for, like, hang on, that sound. Let's get in here, That's better. But, like, the bunny rabbit slippers? And you can see the aura is feathers because she had a pillow fight. And the feathers are still falling. Obviously. And she brought her little Lobo toy because it was the one that looked the most gothic. And she's just like in a t-shirt and 3/4 pants. And she brought a blanket. Okay? It's not weird. It's normal. Let's go and do the summer event, shall we? Yes, we shall. Why am I even running anywhere? We just warped there. So you can collect all this at the House of Legends if you want to. I prefer to go straight to the Tides of War Aquaman in my menu there because it saves me one extra load screen. And I think I technically do this out of order because the way they tell you to do the storyline, I think you're supposed to do the load-in first, then the boats. But I tend to do the boats, then the vault, then the load-in. Because the load-in can take time, you know? Okay, so she may have mixed up the time of day that this resets because she was going by the US server reset rather than the EU server reset and forgot that she had already done it since the reset on this particular server. So she's just going to have to use some replay badges to unlock these again. Yeah, I know.
Don't lose hope, you're doing well. Your services to Atlantis will not be forgotten.
It appears as though I have already collected the missions here. Well done, me. On the PlayStation and PC, I think you have much more luck getting into the load-ins for event. On the Switch, at the moment they're okay, but as the event goes on, I'm sure that will be less and less. But I will say there isn't much lag in the event stuff on Switch, so that's nice. At least as far as I have experienced. On Xbox, it can take a few minutes before you get into the load-in, but I think PlayStation and PC have much better luck because there are just more players on. Let's go and do this. It says in the journal, straight to Metropolis, which is exactly where we are, which I think is in the wrong order, but too bad. That's what we're doing. We need to disable purple mutineer frigates by destroying their generators and defeat the mutineer boarders that have boarded the golden Atlantean frigates. So, let's go do that. There's like a few different directions we can run. I think I tend to run this way. No particular reason. Also, it's irritating to me that from a distance they're all gold and they don't change color till you do. See? There we go. Then they change color. I would like to know what I'm aiming for straight away, thank you. And purple is my favorite color, so we all know I'm going to aim for the purple. To start. So you need to do 3 of these. This is the first one. Here, the second one is started, so I've already shot this one down. Then we collect it. We defend it, which, you know, isn't too difficult. And then we do this one, and that will be the second one.
These waters in the air.
And then over here, we'll do another third. Stop aiming for it. Okay. It's irritating sometimes when she aims for something and I can't change the aim to something else. You know?
Surrender and you will be spared.
3 down. It's kind of funny that I'm playing something over the top of water at the moment because in the house where I am currently living, we have had a massive waterfall through our ceiling, in both the living room and the kitchen, 2 locations in the kitchen, where I had to move a whole bunch of stuff. So we got 5 already, that's pretty fast. So that it was safe. We had to, of course, turn the mains off and work out what it was. We at first thought there had been a rain build-up in the ceiling, which it appears to be that also.
Is going to have a hard time sustaining this coup if he keeps losing forces.
Run away! We completed
Check
it.
back tomorrow. Aquaman might still need help sending them back out to sea.
All right. So in the journal, you can see we've completed it here. So we'll collect. Then we shall go vault, I think. So summer seasonal Tides of War vault we will load in. This will be immediate, which is nice. Get that done. We get some useful items and some non-useful items. More non than useful. But yeah, as I was saying, the ceiling has been filling with water. We rent, so this is not something we have to fix. But it is something we will reap the consequences of, because if there is like a lot of water buildup, we risk mold and we risk leakage. And apparently they need to try to do something to fix that. So, yeah, at the moment...
Welcome one and all to Joker's Room of Fun, Mayhem and Prizes.
Not much mayhem.
Something to flatten your opponents? Or just some useless crap?
A little from column A and a little from column B, obviously.
To take your chances. Break the presents and get your prizes.
Ice. Yeah, so a plumber did come out and have a look so that we could get our mains back on to tell us what it was. And the leaking after a little while, like a couple of hours, it did stop after the mains had been deactivated, but it took time for it to actually stop. So we're pretty sure it's not just the mains water that's feeding into this leak.
Nothing to see. Get going before my good mood wears off. That means now.
He's very bossy. Alright, well, let's warp to the House of Legends, because we'll go there to have a look at the broker while we wait for the load-in.
She means vendor, not broker.
If it wants to work, I would like it to work. There we go. But, so apparently what has been feeding into this pool of water that is in the ceiling that we can't remove, was a break in the line going to the evaporative air conditioner that we currently are not using. It is winter here. We have not used it. Actually, we've never used it. But yeah, it's feeding from that. So he turned that off or did something so that there's no longer any water going to the air conditioning unit, and the mains are back on. So we now have water. But my brother's living room currently is just full of like buckets, bins, and kitchen containers that were catching all the water, and the kitchen had like a whole section that had to be emptied and cleaned because it had a massive leakage inside one of the cupboards and down across 2 bench tops and near the oven. So yeah, it's been a time. So playing this event with all that water was like, just no more water, please. I have had enough of the water. We don't need water, no more water. All right, let's have a look at the... Oh, no, wait.
Your efforts in
First we queue. First we queue. I know what I'm doing. I'm not distracted by thinking about all of the water leakage. You know. But it's a problem that needs to be remedied. It's just one that's temporarily okay. All right. We are queued up. Let's have a look at the stuff that we get for 2024.
Deserve reward.
Now, I will let you know I have purchased all of these ready to show you in person, but we'll go through just so you can see what you can grab at the vendor here as well. So we have the beach sand material. This one I briefly looked at when I watched Multiverse's video from the test server about this. Wasn't particularly impressed, but it's kind of different when I grab it and have a look myself. I want to have a look myself and see what I think, but I suspect I won't have much use for it. I have just recently released a short of one of my characters on the Switch, Shattered Chill, who is an Earth character. I feel that maybe the only location where this material might be useful for me personally might be that character. But I'm not sure. And I think there are other people who have better uses for it because their character builds are very different from mine. But for me, I don't think I'm going to enjoy this one, but we'll have a good look and see. Then we've got the Feel the Wave emote. I do quite like the emotes, I will say. Because I feel like these dances are much more realistic than some of the ones that you get just standard. A little boring, like the tap dance one. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. Oh, good. Let's go into the load-in. And also, I have a little bit of mixed feelings on the emotes, because I originally was like, no, why are they adding emotes? They're just copying Fortnite, I'm not into it, no. And then I put the emotes on my characters, and now I love my emotes. Especially the one where I can, like, draw a heart. And some of, like, the breakdancing one is pretty fun. And my guitar. Love this one, death metal guitar. That we don't get to see because of the load screen. Never mind. But I like them more than I thought I would. I have that problem, you know, going in like, no, don't change it, don't do it, it's a cash grab, I don't appreciate it, stop it.
Oracle
And then
must
it's
have
not a
sent
cash
you to
grab
help.
and I like it, and
I
it's
can
fine.
handle my people's affairs, but since you're already here, help me push Ocean Master from this Atlantean outpost. He took it from the station guards. Now, we take it back.
Okie dokie. Sounds like a plan.
My brother, you've arrived, and you've brought friends to
we're
witness my
friends.
coronation.
You sound so good. You've brought friends to witness my coronation. I've gone into Transylvania.
This is my outpost now.
I don't know.
And when the tides of war turn my way,
They don't sound
I
related,
will
do they?
be king.
Oh, we're going through the portal thing, transporter, you know
Claim
this.
to the throne of
Now, I usually pick a side near one of these so that I can quickly grab it when the time comes. And for those of you who don't know how to do this, basically, just attack him until he does a knockback ability. When he does a knockback ability, these three little things around the room that look like that, the yellow whatever this thing is, will activate with a little screen, and you will be able to activate all three of them. It will send out a beam to the enemy. There we go, that's the knockback. Then you see the little screen, so we can activate this, and it sends out a beam. And usually I try to stay close to one of those just to make it a bit quicker for everybody. And we do that multiple times until Ocean Master is knocked out, or for the villains, until, damn it! Aquaman! I know what he's called. Okay, I didn't forget for 2 seconds. It's a sad time when I know who Ocean Master is and forget who Aquaman is. What am I doing? We don't know. Oh, it looks like we took him down in 2. That's pretty good. So then we'll activate this. It'll be over. And if you want to have a real good bit of fun, stand right here. And then the camera shot will come to your character and everybody can see you bow.
No, I will be king.
So they all know I'm grateful. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Let's get out of here.
It's critical that we hold this outpost. Now, I must return to the battle above.
This is the part where he's like, go to the boats. I think that's when we're supposed to go to the boats, but I did the boats first because I felt like it. Because I don't want to waste my load screens. I will say on the PlayStation it doesn't matter too much, but if I'm on the Switch, or even sometimes the Xbox, the load screens take too long for me to try and add extra ones in. We just need to eliminate as many as we can. Back to this.
Your efforts in defending Arthur's throne deserve reward.
Let's check out Summer Vibing emote. That's where we were up to. This I like so much because this is how I dance. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, or if I'm saying too much about this, but that's how I dance. And I always thought I was a bad dancer. She looks good doing it, though. Just not so much me. But then we've got the Festival Double Braids hair. So this I am looking forward to. We're going to try it on. We're going to see how it goes. It better be awesome. I really like that style. I can't do it. I have trouble doing hairstyles on myself. I have no trouble doing it on someone else, but trying to get that in my hair, I can get a braid. But whether I can get them both straight, ow! But whether I can get them both straight so that they're like evenly placed on my head correctly, it's just probably not. Probably not. And I'm ambidextrous, so I don't have a dominant hand. I have a dominant hand for different things. Like heavy lifting I do with my left. I write with my right hand because otherwise I smudge. You know, I'm gonna stop rambling. Actually, I probably will never stop rambling. It's just, I can't not do that. Beach hat. Let's look at that one. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and it doesn't like completely eliminate her hair, which some hats do. Some headpieces do, which fine. But this one I like because we can still see her hair. That's nice. And then we've got these stages. So we've got the plain stage. We've got standard, or slanted, sorry, I can read. Slanted speakers stage, left speaker stage, right speaker stage, the straight speakers stage, the stage kit stairs. Okay, so with all of these stages, anybody else feel like they're a little bit of repetitiveness and they're kind of just trying to fill the space with something they don't have to recreate a bunch of different things? They're just copying, they don't have to create new things, rather. They just have to copy the same thing and adjust it slightly, because that's what it feels like to me with these stages. There's what, 5 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stages. Could they not have just created a stage and then created a speaker that's at the correct level to put on the stage, and we could adjust the speakers where we like. Because I feel like that would have been better, and then you'd have more opportunity to make other pieces. But I think the idea here is that they were trying to negate making more pieces, and they've just kind of created one and duplicated it multiple times so that we have enough pieces to get our, you know, collect 10 items for your feet thing. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these. They're very plain, they're very boring. Fair enough, it's a stage. We can decorate it with things we want to put around it. But it's the same thing over and over again. Not a fan. But I do like the stairs. That's helpful to get up onto the stage. Okay, then we've got, I think there's 4 of these. Yeah, 4 scaffolds. So, first one is a vertical piece that just, you know, stands there. Then there's a horizontal long piece that goes across. I can see where, like, the axis is, where it's rotating from is an end. So I'm wondering if that goes onto a wall, or if this just is something that you have to put against the scaffolding and it clips to the floor. Not the wall and not the ceiling. But I'm not sure, so we'll give that a shot and find out. Then they've got a short one as well, which is this one here. I don't believe I collected this one, because I figured the short and the long are basically the same thing. Then we've got the scaffolding with speakers, which I quite like that one. But, yeah, this one's kind of dull. And again, it's duplication. We've got 2 of the same sort of thing with the scaffolding, 2 of the same sort of thing with the horizontal piece. It feels like a little bit of a cop-out, and I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they really just wanted to give us a lot of options, but I feel that, like, there was a little bit more simple way to give us the options here, and I don't like this. Don't like it very much at all. Anyway, we also have glow tubes. We have them in blue, red, and green. I am glad there are a variety of colours, but also, it's a glowing tube. I feel like these would go all right with the, you know, that dance floor item that you can get. I can't remember what events that's from right now.
She's talking about the homecoming event.
Ah! But there's a dance floor that you can get with multiple changing colour squares, or you can just get individual squares that go along. I feel like this would kind of go with that stuff. Maybe the stage is meant to go with that as well. But you have a DJ booth with that set. I don't know, but I'm curious what they look like. I'm a little skeptical of them because they seem rather plain, boring, easy to have made, and once again, 3 of the exact same thing, just in different colours. So, let's go to my house. Oh, that is the wrong button. And let's have a look at them properly and see if they're any good. Because I'm not very impressed with the furniture. Maybe I'm just being too skeptical, but I don't know. It's like we got 4. It's like we got 4 items. A stage, a scaffold vertical, a scaffold horizontal, and some glowy stick. And then they just were like, okay, copy that. Okay, copy that, copy that, copy that. Change this little tiny bit of it. There we go. Oh, I correct myself. We also got stairs. Hello, Isis! Okay, so let's place this furniture out. I don't know how many people are aware, but I'm not really the kind of person to miss out on an event. Once an event hits, I'm like, I must play it. I must get everything I can. I need to get the feats. And I will say, I still need to get the feats. Okay, I'm a person who likes to get my feats. Gotta do it. And they are collect 10 furniture items, collect the sand material, and collect an emote, which I have done all 3 of those things. But this is probably the first time where I'm like, you know what, if I miss this on a console, I'm not really too fussed. The only thing I like out of those feats that I need to collect that I actually would want on my character is that dance from one of the emotes. I don't know how to feel about this event. It's you know, it's not that exciting. And also the furniture from Summer is not one of my favorites anyway, just in general. Like the surfboard ones I find I don't really use. The tiki stuff I don't really use. This I'm not going to use. So the glowing sticks I might, but not for this, not for a summer house, not for anything to do with that. I would put it with the dance floor pieces because I feel like they're kind of, disco might be the wrong thing to say, but something you would see at maybe a rave. So let's put out this furniture. Let's put out these glow tubes first because, oh, they're smaller than I thought they'd be. Oh. They're not even that big, guys. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these. Also, does anyone else feel like the blue one, you can clearly see the centerpiece and the other 2 glow more? Is it because of what's behind it? What if I turn this way? No, I'm right! The blue one is more defined, and the green and red are more of a glow. What is with that? I don't like that at all. They don't, it's like they don't match. It's like this piece has nothing to do with the other two. Ah! I don't like this! I mean, I kind of knew I wasn't going to like them anyway. All right, let's check in. Well, I've got the scaffolding that's horizontal. All right, I did want to find out about this. It clips to the floor. So it's just going to float in the air until you put the pieces that need to go with it, which would be the vertical. So let's grab those also. Vertical with speakers. Flick it this way. There we go. So it looks like it's actually being held up by something. Very nice. Ta-da! I mean, I can't say that I hate it. It's okay. It's just not something I will use. And I like the scaffolding more than I like the stage. Only because that feels like less of a repeat than the stage stuff does. So I got stage left speaker, this one here. Ooh. Then I got stage right, this one here. So I didn't get every single one because like I said, it's repeat. I'm going to actually put these in front so we can see them better. And then I believe I grabbed a plane as well, just stage... Yeah, that one there. Okay, so we could do quite a long stage. Like so. I'm not impressed with this. And then obviously the stairs as well. Oh, the stairs are not the full length. Are they the length of an end? Is that why? Do they go at the end? No, they're the wrong length for that too. I hate the steps. I thought they were going to be the length of the actual stage, and they're not. So you'd need more if you wanted to get the stairs all the way across, which I understand. Some people may not want to. But if you wanted to, you need to purchase more stairs than stage pieces to be able to get it all the way across. I don't like this. I don't like this, in case people couldn't tell. This is not my favorite. Ah! Is there any more furniture? I think that's it. There was nothing for the walls or the ceiling, right? That was everything. Nothing. Okay, let's go and actually interact with it with the character and see if I like it anymore, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna. And those glow sticks, are they gonna look different in no, they don't. Look at that. Oh, the stage is so small. In relation to the size of my character, you would need, like, you need at least 3 more to make this stage actually a stage. Like, that's tiny little bit of space. If I was supposed to be performing something, I wouldn't be able to move very much. I was going to say, it's a good thing I'm not a performer, but I kind of have been in the past. Like, I've done... Never mind. Look, I don't like the stage size. I think it could be more substantial. I don't like the fact that it's just repeated pieces over and over again, because I feel like that's a cop-out. I don't like the stairs not being the same length as the stage, at least as one part. Like, it could be the same size as an end, and it supposedly means you're meant to go up the end. But frankly, I think it should be the same length as the front. I don't think anyone would only use one stage piece at all. You need multiple to make this work. The scaffolding... I hate it less because it does seem to make sense and it's less of a repeat. So I'm okay with the scaffolding pieces, less so with the stage pieces. I'm irritated by those. And this, the glow sticks was the only thing where I was like, you know, I might actually have a use for those. But the blue one looks slimmer because we can see through the light to the core. We can't see the core of the red. We can't see the core of the green, but we can on the blue, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, like they're clearly meant to go together and they just don't look like they do. I am immensely frustrated. No, I'm not happy. I don't like a single furniture item as something that I would use at all now. And the thing is, with those pieces, the glowing stick pieces, blue would be the one I would want to use. And it's the one where you can see the core and it doesn't look as glowy as the other two. So I instantly am like, well, what's the point of using that one when the other two are better and the other two are the color that I don't want? Blue is the closest to purple. Ah! Okay. Let's get them out of my sight so that I can calm down. And they're clearly not going to stay in this base. I'm gonna have to just get a base. Oh, and also, how do I pick this one up? Do I need to? Yeah, we highlight like this. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that. I mean, I was thinking these could potentially go between my armories, right? and you'd have the light glowing that's the same color as my armory over there. But I feel like if I do that, the blue one is noticeably not going to work as well as the other two. So I am unhappy, in case you couldn't tell. I'm disappointed. You can hear the flies. Yes, I know. Because there is a corpse flower there, which normally I can't hear. I can only see, but we've got the sound on today. All right. Now that we're over that, kind of, let's have a look at these style items that we got. And the emotes. We need to put the emotes into my wheel, and we're going to have a look at those because I actually quite like those. For someone who was very skeptical of them at the start and was like, no, we're not having emotes, how dare you stop that? I've kind of come around, you know? Okay, so we've got Feel the Wave, which is this one. Not a dance move I have ever done in my life, as far as everybody knows. Okay? But I do like it. I think it's a good bit of fun. And then we have, oh, we don't need to go in there. It's a good bit of fun. And then, of course, we have the one that is how I dance. Summer vibing. Well, kind of how I dance. It's, when she puts her hands out, I think it looks, no, yeah, see that? No, I don't do that. But the rest of it, yeah, I'll admit it. That's how I dance. And looking down at the ground so no one can make eye contact with me, yeah, absolutely do that too. So, on the rare occasion that I actually dance. So, I like these. I'm quite happy with the moves. They're fun. Okay, so let's try out the style items. We've got a hat, which I think is a beach hat. Beach hat, there you are. Ta-da! Oh, I don't mind it. It's a beach hat, sure. And your hair does not disappear. Very nice. Big fan of the hair not disappearing. And you can certainly put some chromas on there. And it looks like it has two swatches. It's got the hat here. And then it's got a band around it, which looks like it's the second swatch here, is it? No, it's the bottom swatch. It is. It's the bottom swatch. So the middle swatch is nothing, it looks like. Fun. All right, so let's remove that because we do want to have a look at the braids. Oh, wait, let's go have a look in person, of course, first. I mean, it's not bad. I do think that the band around it looks like it's slightly separating from the fabric of the actual hat, though. What's up with that? Huh? So I don't like that about it. But I do like that the hair stays, and it's, you know, it's a beach hat, that's fine. Okay, let's take off the hat. I'm also going to remove the wings on her back right now because the braids are supposed to run down her back. And we've got a collar, so let's just remove the collar also. So, yep, no more collar. Beautiful. Okay. Let us have a look at the braids. Festival, double braid. Here we go. That's it, there. Oh, two colors. Very nice. I like that a lot, actually. Very happy with that hairstyle. Let's see what it looks like, because it does have, like, you can see quite a bit of texture there where the hair is being brushed into the braid, which looks really good. And there are reverse braids, so they stick right up nice and high, which I am aware most of the people who watch my videos won't know what a reverse braid is. Just means the hair pieces that you pull, rather than tucking them inwards and down, you tuck them up and out so that it sticks up off the scalp rather than hidden underneath your hair. So, yeah, it's nice. I like them very much. Let's change the colors. So it looks like the main black there is the hair swatch here. So we can make that a nice blonde. We're not trying to be like bright yellow, but a blonde maybe. There we go, blonde hair. Very nice. And then I'm guessing we can adjust a swatch down in the hair section to get that other color changing. So the purple there. No. None of them. Oh, I bet they linked it to the eyes again. So with the Harley Quinn hairstyle that they recently brought out, I think it was Quintessential it was called, they linked the secondary color for her hair with an eye color swatch. So, yeah. I hate that. Why do you do that? What is the point of me being forced to make her eye color something just so I can get the hair color that I want, when you have 3 literal swatches over here in which I could change it? I mean, the Tamaranian hairstyle that you can do, it's not linked to an eye color. You can adjust it here with the swatches. Why can we not do that with this one and with the Quintessential one? Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Oh. I think the elastic's on her hair. Let's get close to here so we can chuck the camera back this way. Okay, hang on. We gotta just get rid of this on her chest. Hang on. Where's Viking? Show me her shoulders. There we go. Okay. Did they change color? Hang on. Hang on. I'm probably imagining things. Wait. So, we've got all these swatches. Let's just make this white. I'm gonna give it like a yellow, maybe. That can stay purple, and then this one can be like green. So we can see a bit better. All right. What color is on her hair elastic? It's white. So we can adjust the hair elastic. It was black. I knew I saw that change. Okay. So this swatch here changes the hairband. Like, why is it changing the hairband and not the hair? This is so silly. Why do we have hair swatches? Why are there options to change it if all we can change is the tiny little hair elastic around the bottom of her braids that we barely can see, except apparently me. I can see it. But I love the braids. I hate that it is linked to an eye color. That is so silly. And I also think it's even more silly that the elastic bands can be changed through the swatches and the hair color can't. Why? Oh, I hate it. It's such a shame because I love the hairstyle. I would totally use the hairstyle. You know what we need to do? We need to make a style to go with the hairstyle. Because that's just the kind of person I am. But before we do that, we have to at least have a look at this material that we've just been given. So, or rather we purchased. So beach sand, right? And then I learned from a very helpful viewer that you can just press apply to all. And then we can see it. So I'm going to do that. Sand, right? Okay, let's remove this aura because I feel like maybe that's what's ruining it. I mean, I already didn't think I was going to like this, but I was picturing sandy texture. This is smooth as. There is not a single character I'm going to use this. It looks like skin. Sort of. It's a bit too glossy. But what are you doing, DC? I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I was expecting to see it like sand granule texture. Because it's called sand, right? It's called sand. I'm sure I saw sand. Beach sand. But the most textured part is her legs. And that's because she's wearing fishnets. Not because of the actual material. I was going to say maybe I would enjoy this. I think I said on my Shattered Shell character, my cat, who is Earth. This could work on maybe some little choice pieces for her. But that was when I thought it was going to look like sand. It does not. And I also thought maybe if they tried to make it into a chroma later and there was other swatches to go with it so that I could have the sand plus some other colors going on, maybe then it would be a bit better. But this sucks. I hate it. Does anybody like this? It doesn't look like sand. It looks like glossy, like someone put way too much moisturizer on. That's what it looks like to me. I have never been so disappointed. This is like the worst event release of stuff that I've ever seen. I realize I haven't been on here as long as a lot of people. But I hate this, and I hate the furniture. There are bits and pieces of things. I try to find the good. Like, I like the glow sticks. I think they'd go with another thing, but they don't match each other, even though they're supposed to be duplicates of each other, just in different colors. One of them is not. And the stages are just replications of themselves. And this material sucks so much. It just looks like skin. I mean, if you wanted to put clothing on a character and make her look nude, there you go. I don't know that that's something I would ever do, but I mean, I hate it. I absolutely hate this. This is awful. Okay, I'm going to just spend a little time. I'm going to make this hairstyle work for me, all right? You know me, I always have to create a style around whatever new item I've got, and I love the braids. We're going to make them work somehow. Oh, actually, I do wonder if we put the beach hat on, if the braids come down the back. Should we check that before I start messing around? I mean, beach hat, yes, and then hair. Sound like I was laughing at something. Festival, there. Yeah, the braids are down the back. You can't see them well because of the rest of it, so let me just remove those for you. There we go. So you can have a beach hat with the braids. Oh! It has a pull string. I hate this. I understand that it makes sense for some beach hat styles to have the rope. And in Australia particularly, it's very handy to have it because the wind is quite strong and you will lose your beach hat. But I don't like how it looks. No. No, it looks more like an Aussie outback camping hat that should have corks hanging from it. And this separation, I've got to say that separation between the hat and the band going around the middle of it is annoying me. It looks like it's just not attached. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed with this set. All right, I will spend my time and I will make a style that works with these braids. So we'll see you in a minute. Or I'll see you right now. I have done it. I have organized her outfit so that it kind of goes with the braids. So the braids are looking like this. I put orange in them because it goes with the cheetah print. And I do not have much cause for using the cheetah print, but I have found one now. She's a little bit fancy. I'm the kind of person who thinks that any animal print looks a little bit more upper class than me. And also, animal prints kind of don't suit me at all. And so when someone else can pull it off, I'm a little bit like, yeah, you do that, fine. It looks really good on other people. And I think it looks quite good on her. And I don't really have any other reason to use it. But I'm also using on both her glasses and her feet the Shadow Bender Chromas, which you can actually purchase now. So these were originally given away. So Shadow Bender Chroma, I'm using the orange at the moment. They don't look orange, they look brown, which is fine. It goes with what I've got on my character. And at the moment, she's wearing the only sandal that I have because I know that you can get a pair of thongs from... I know that you can get a pair of flip-flops. So in Australia, a thong is different from what it is elsewhere. So we're going to call them flip-flops. You can get a pair of flip-flops from the vendor for summer. I don't know which year. I don't have them. And besides, I do prefer the ancient Amazon Noble shoes anyway because they are something that looks like it's strapped around the ankle. A little bit more substantial of a shoe compared to the flip-flops. But that also has the Shadow Bender Orange Chroma on it. And at the moment, those chromas are available at the marketplace and they are on special. So if you are someone who did not have a membership at the time that they were giving that away, now might be the time for you to grab it. So here, Shadow Bender Chroma Mega Pack. I already have it because I already received it for free at the time that it was given away. But you will receive 21 chroma materials, 3 variants of each color. There is black, blue, green, orange, purple, red, and yellow. The orange is brown, and the yellow is a yellow-based green, whereas the green is a blue-based green. So be careful. Don't think that this will suit, like if you have a Sinestro core character or something like that, the yellow one won't work for them. It's clearly a green. But yeah, if anyone is interested in getting this pack, it's now at the vendor and it's in the discount, the 30% discount that they currently have going on. So you might be able to get that if you want it. And I do quite like that the swatch that has that like metallic-y sheen is working really good on those sunnies, which also are classic biker. You can get a pair of sunglasses from the vendor from summer as well that has like zinc on the cheeks, and you can get that also, but I obviously don't have that either. So I just went with what I currently have on my character to make it work, and I think it works. I think she looks like she's going to the beach, and I think I would never wear it because many reasons, but we'll go with because I'm not a big fan of animal print, okay? We'll go with that one. But I will say I love the braids. I hate that the swatch is linked to the hair. And from everything that you can get at the vendor at the moment, the braids are my favorite, and this dance, this emote here, the summer vibing. Because that's how I actually dance. But I will also say, I hate the furniture. I hate the swatching for the hair. The beach hat I'm conflicted about because even though it's a beach hat. I don't like the string underneath. I don't like that the band going around the center of it is disconnected from the hat itself. And I do like that you keep your own hair hanging out from underneath, though. That's nice. But the material, I feel like I'm going to be really mean, but I absolutely hate it. I cannot see any use for it, except perhaps inappropriate uses that I will never do. So make of that what you will. Use it if you find a way to use it, other than, you know, indecency. Let me know, because I don't like it. Can't think of a way to use it. And I was expecting sand texture, and we got like a smooth sheen of just skin. Yeah. That's what is happening for summer. So, this is the least impressive event thing I've ever experienced from DC. Least impressive, not happy with it, don't enjoy it, don't care if I miss it. Except I tend to want to get the feats, so I'll probably try to get the feats, but I mean, I got it on here. If I miss it on my Switch, I don't know that I'm going to care. My Switch is where I have the most feats. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. But at least you now know what you can get, and I hope this helped let you know whether things are worth it or not, because I'm immensely disappointed, and it's the first event ever where if I don't get it, I don't think I'm going to care. That's never happened to me before. And that's even with previous summer ones where, like the surfboards, I was like, and I live in Australia. This is where people surf. But no. No. I hate this very much. Have a good one, guys.